Hi, I'm Justine Louise. Welcome to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. We're just almost close to New Year's right now, but I hope all of you had a nice little break over the holidays. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you had time with your family and friends and got lots of nice goodies and lots of nice treats. Today what I'm talking about is my favorites for the month of December. I was away all of November, so when I came back in December, I had a whole bunch of goodies to try that I had purchased at the Sephora VIB sale and other numerous things from the Black Friday sales and this and that. So what I've done is compiled all my favorites that I used over the month, and I'm going to share them with you. And there were a few fails, but not very many, so I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to start off with makeup. This year I actually thought not really this year. I kind of thought for the VIB sale, I'm not really going to buy any palettes. I have so many palettes, I don't really need any more, but I've just had an explosion of eyeshadow palettes that I'm just loving. So I am going to show you a couple of those, and I'm going to start off with Huda Beauty. I actually meant to talk about these in my November favorites, and I forgot, because I did actually use these, this one in particular, the Smoky. I use this almost every day when I was in Australia. It is a nice, small, little compact, it's one of those cardboard packets, but it does also have a mirror, which is nice. And the colors I just love. They just created some nice basic looks for me. There was a mix of shimmers, a little bit of mattes. There was a black that I could use as an eyeliner. So it was a fabulous palette to travel with. Like I said, I used it almost every day when I was away, and it was nice and small and easy to travel with. When I got back, I had also purchased the mauve, but I didn't take it with me, and I was on the fence. The colors are a little on the red and burgundy side, which usually isn't really my cup of tea, but I did wear it and I actually really enjoyed it. I really liked the colors, not as much as the Smoky, but I did really like it. There was also two other palettes. There was one with a multi-colors that I didn't even purchase, and a third one, and that was kind of like caramel kinds of colors. It was the browns, I believe, and I did return that one without even trying it. But these two were definitely a hit. The next thing, which I did actually even do a full review on, so I'll link that below if you're interested, is these Stila liquid glitter shadows. Some of them are shimmer, some of them are glitter. I am obsessed with these shadows. I am by no means a makeup artist. I just kind of wing it and try and do my best. And these are foolproof. You just dab them on, mix them in with your finger. You can use a brush and blend them out, and then they dry and they stay perfect all day. A whole work day, even into the evening if you have an evening event. I cannot rave about these anymore. I will have to say that the really shimmery, glittery ones aren't really my favorite. They are a little bit sheer and a little bit patchy, but the just the plain shimmer ones are amazing. And I've used some really high-end ones. I've used the Armani eye tints, not a big fan. I also have a little pot of Tom Ford. I bought two of them. Not a fan. These are amazing, so I highly recommend them. Now this is an oldie, but a goodie. I bought it this year, and because I have so many palettes, I just have a hard time getting to every single one of them. I know that sounds horrible, but I love palettes and things. I love makeup, obviously. So just because I don't use something every day, it does not reflect that I don't love it. So this is the Too Faced chocolate bar. I didn't buy it when it first came out. I wasn't really familiar with Too Faced. It's a little bit cutesy for me. I thought it was kind of more for younger girls. I don't know, but I just never really jumped on the bandwagon. But I did buy this after hearing lots of rave reviews. And I have used it throughout the year. And then this December, I just can't get enough. The colors in here, they're just all gorgeous shades of brown. There is beautiful like purpley color in here. I just love, you know, when you open a palette and you think, oh, I'm going to use that color. No, I'm going to use that one. Oh, how about that one? Oh no, I want to use that one. And I think, well, okay, I'll use that one tomorrow. I'll use that look the next day. But today I'm going to use this one. And I'm just so excited. So if a palette can make you excited and creative, then it's a good palette. It smells amazing. The formula is amazing. They blend beautifully for a novice like me. Like I mentioned, I'm not a makeup artist. I just love this palette. So I now have a couple of them on my wish list, like the bonbons and a few other ones. And I'll get into the chocolate gold brand new one in another one of my videos. So I'll chat to you about that. But for now, this is my December favorite. Can't get enough of it. Can't highly recommend it enough. So definitely, if you don't have the chocolate bar, the original plain chocolate bar, definitely try it. Another thing, if you're familiar with my channel, you know I have a major problem with my lips. I'm allergic to aloe, lanolin, phenoxyethanol, and a new mystery ingredient. So I have a lot of problems with my lips. And when I do get a flare-up, it is really hard to settle it down, and they're incredibly dry and peeling and flaking. And of course, many soothing balms contain some of those ingredients. So I have a hard time finding something that will make my lips feel better. Sugar Fresh lip balms are great. They're very expensive, so I would rather find something a little bit cheaper. But anyway, I found these. They're from Estee Edit, and I know Estee Edit is no longer carried at Sephora. They did a big clearance of their line. I don't know if they've discontinued the line because it is still on their Estee Lauder main website, and I did get some on Amazon. So I don't know if that's just clearing out the products. I have no idea, but for now I know they are still available. These are coconut lip balms. They're super thick, they're super heavy, just a slight little bit of tint, but they just stay on my lips. A lot of lip balms and glosses and things that are supposed to hydrate your lips, they just disappear. They just absorb into my skin, and 5 minutes later I'm looking for a lip balm again. These, they just sit on my lips, and I will admit they are sticky, but they are amazing as a night treatment. I put it on my lips when I go to bed, and by morning I still have it on my lips, so that's a good sign. And my lips don't feel parched, and they do help soothe them when they're feeling really, really horrible. So if you have extremely dry lips and an allergic to lanolin, which I think a lot of people are, and it is in a lot of soothing lip balms, definitely give these a try. I noticed that Elizabeth Arden carries one that looks exactly the same. It's the same funny little flying saucer thing. I don't know if it's the same product. I actually don't even know if Estee Lauder owns Elizabeth Arden, but probably. So that might be an option to try, and I will try those if I'm not able to get my hands on these again. I have these all over my house. There's one in my bag, one in every room in my house, so I always have access to these lip balms. They're just amazing. So now I'm going to move on to skin, and I use Aubergine, which I've mentioned to many of you, which is a prescribed skincare, and I mix it with Retin-A, and I use it as my night treatment. I also use a lot of Neostrata Acne Line because even though I'm in my mid-40s, I still have breakouts. So those are kind of my two skincare go-tos, and in between I always have samples and all kinds of things that I kind of dibble and dabble in. A product I've used for years and years and years, and it ran out and I just didn't replace because I had so many, is Ola Hendrickson, the Truth line. That's the orange. So my skin, I felt when I got back from Australia, was kind of going haywire with the change in climate and traveling and this and that. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to go back and buy this, and it came in a nice little set for Christmas, so it wasn't as expensive, and my skin has just bounced back. It's hydrating. Like I mentioned, I have oily skin, so I'm not dry, but I definitely need hydration, and it just plumps my skin, hydrates, gives me a glow. I actually went into the Bay, which is our local department store, and one of the beauty advisors was like, "What are you wearing on your skin?" And nothing else had changed. It was just that I had started back on this regime again. So I am never going to be without this again. I love it, and I'm so happy I remembered what it was that had normally made my skin so nice, and I'm going to keep up with it. It smells amazing. It's just a nice orangey, fresh, citrusy smell, and they're, I mean, obviously more expensive than drugstore, but it's not the most expensive skin creams out there. So highly recommend Ola Hendrickson if you're oily but need some hydration. This will just give you a nice boost and plump and make your skin look really nice. Another kind of skincare thing is, I've seen these before, and they've always been super expensive, and I didn't believe it would work. And then a couple of YouTubers have talked about it, and they've said now that they're a much cheaper price point. So I thought I would try it, and it is a TandaZap. What it is, it's a blue light. I'm not going to turn it on, but it's a blue light therapy. So if you're getting a breakout, to apply it, and it'll clear up your blemish. Now I've heard that it works and yada yada, but I thought, you know, I'm going to give it a try. So I ordered it from Amazon. It's not as cheap as in the States for us in Canada, but it was around $40, and I think it has 300 uses. And I showed it to my husband. He said, oh, I don't believe it. So I thought I'll give it a try. So I started getting a breakout around my mouth, and it was one of those deep, I knew it was going to be cystic acne. I can tell because you can kind of feel it brewing. You've got a big lump under your skin, and it never forms, and you know the drill if you've had cystic acne. I tried this yesterday. I did it 3 times, and honest to God, it's dried it up, and it's now going away. It's a little bit scarred. I can see that, and there's still a little bit of a lump, but that brewing is gone. So this works. I mean, I've heard from other people it works, but I can say now I tried it, and it definitely works. I've tried all those salicylic, you know, like Clearasil and all those kinds of things, and I've even used the Mario Badescu with no luck. But this definitely cleared it up. I know my niece, as a teenager, had severe acne, you know, when it's just covers her skin, and her mom took her to a local clinic, and she had blue light therapy. So there is something to be said about this blue light therapy. Obviously the one she had in the dermatologist's office was much more stronger, but she did have a strong form of acne. So this I highly, highly recommend. And now to kind of a body product. Again, this is something I've heard on YouTube a lot, is a natural deodorant. I'm always on the hunt. The only deodorant that really works for me is Secret, and I don't like using that because it has aluminum and all the rest. We all know it's not good for us, but we cannot find a natural deodorant that does work. I've used the one that you can get at Sephora called La Vanilla. I've used the regular one and the Sport, and I've actually gotten BO from it. I don't usually get BO even when I go to the gym. I don't get it, but the deodorant gave me BO. So that was a bit of a fail. So I'm always a little skeptical when I hear of a natural deodorant that actually works. So again, I've heard this from YouTube, and I thought I'll give it a try. And it's the Schmidts. It's just a regular baton type deodorant. This one I have is in lavender, and it works. It's amazing. I haven't used it at the gym. Like I said in some of my other videos, I am taking a break from the gym. So I haven't been, and I haven't done a gym test, but just for every day to day, it's amazing. So when I do get back to the gym, I will let you know. But for now, it works fabulous. No BO, no smell, no nothing. It doesn't transfer all over my clothes. It is so good that I've even already bought a backup. Even though this is huge and will probably last me forever, I had to make sure I had a backup in place. Now, this is kind of another body, mind kind of a product. I got a beauty box a couple of weeks ago from Simply Beautiful BC, and I did a box unopening, which I'll link below if you're interested to see what was in that box. But one of the items was this, Vitality Relax Plus, and it is a valerian root medicine, and it has a couple of other ingredients, all natural of course. And I just thought, okay, well, it's kind of a sleep aid. I'll take a look, because I do have issues with sleep. Not falling asleep, it's staying asleep. So I am now taking over-the-counter sleeping pills, which work great, but I also sometimes like something for a little bit of relaxation. So I thought I would give them a try, and they are amazing, amazing. I use it to fall asleep if you're having trouble turning your mind off. We've had a lot going on over Christmas and things, and sometimes it's difficult to shut the brain down. And I find this really helps with that. It also says it can be used for menstrual cramps, and I usually use Midol and things like that, but they contain caffeine, which then disrupts my sleep. So I thought, I'm going to give this a shot, and it worked. I can't say enough about this product. I went online to reorder, because I only got 30 tablets, so I soon went through those. So I went to order one online from the Vitality website and it was all sold out. Actually, no, sorry, on Amazon it was all sold out. So I put my name down because it was a better price and free shipping and all this and that. So I did eventually get one, but it's obviously a very popular product because they were already sold out on Amazon. So I got my replacement and I will always have this on hand. So if you suffer from any of those issues, anxiety, you can take it any time in the day. It's not going to make you drowsy. So if you ever have problems feeling anxious or nervous or stressed, or again, can't turn your mind off when it's time to go to sleep, this is amazing. Highly recommend it. And another sleep item. I bought this in October, I believe, and I just keep forgetting to mention it in my favorites, but it's a sleep mask. I know we've all had sleep masks. I've bought them. I have free ones that I've received here and there. I even paid a ton of money for a silk slip sleep mask, which to me was useless. And definitely not worth the price point. And, you know, I've tried a bunch of them. This one is just amazing. I got it from Sage, which is a natural aromatherapy type of a store in Vancouver. I ordered it online. Well, I got my first one in the store, and this is my second because when one is being washed, I don't want to be without it. Even though I have a million other sleep masks, this has to be it. And why I like it so much is it's soft and plush. It has an adjustable strap, even though I'm not crazy about strap, but there's not really any way to avoid that. And inside it has a lavender sachet. So you would obviously take that out when you wash it. But just before I go to sleep, I kind of crunch it up like this and get the lavender going. Take a deep inhale and then I put it on and I just get an amazing sleep. I just love it. So soft and gentle on your eyes with this nice plush fabric. I love it. So if you love sleep masks and haven't found the right one, I would definitely recommend giving this a shot. Now we get into fails. So the first one I'm going to show you was from a beauty box. It was from Top Box, and it was just a fun, sparkly, Christmassy kind of nail polish. It's Morgan Taylor. I'm not even familiar with the brand. And it was just a fun, I thought I'd wear it over Christmas. I painted my nails and it literally came off in a sheet. The full thing just peeled right off. And that was the first day I put it on. So I replaced that one nail. I just thought it was just a weird fluke. And by the way, I used all my regular system that I use for every other nail polish. My same base coat, top coat, etc., etc. The next day I was filming a video and as soon as I started, another nail just peeled right off. So I thought, okay, that's it, I'm done. Then was the really fun and exciting part, trying to get this nail polish off. It's glitter, so it was everywhere. I have one of those dip nail polish removers and I could not get this off. So this is going bye-bye. I wouldn't even give this to my enemy. Well, maybe I would. Anyway, this is a horrible nail polish. So if you're familiar or looking at Morgan Taylor, I wouldn't bother. Maybe it was just the glittery one. I don't know, but it was not good. And something else I returned, I have my list here. You may have seen in my haul for Sephora VIB sale, I bought 2 Natasha Denona palettes. I bought the Sunset and I bought the Lilac. And I ummed and awed which one to keep because it was an extravagant buy, so there's no way I could keep 2, even on the sale price. So I finally decided upon the Lilac just because the colors were so different than anything I had in my collection. And I returned the Sunset unused, of course, so they could resell it. So I cracked open the Lila. I was so excited, and I will be honest, at first when I opened it up, not like my chocolate palette where I'm like, oh, I can't wait to use that one. It was, where do I start? Okay, maybe I'll try that one. Honest to God, everything went on my eyes red. I just looked like something from a horror movie. I just looked like my eyes were bleeding. Everything was red. So I thought, okay, well, obviously I chose the wrong colors today. I'll try it again tomorrow. And I will admit the colors were lovely. The palette was lovely. They're buttery soft. They blend beautifully. They're lovely. Everything about it was lovely. The palette was lovely. But the colors were just horrendous on me. I don't know if it's just my skin tone or that my lack of makeup skills, I don't know, but every time I used it, I had these bloodshot red, look like I'd just been beaten up eyes. I even tried a color that was called Dragonfly, and it was green in the palette, and I love green eyeshadows. I love having a little bit of teal. I put the green and it was red. It was one of those duochrome eyeshadows, so I put it on and it was red. So all in all, that palette was a huge fail for me. I tried it about 5 times and I just thought, I'm not going to force myself to love this, especially at this price point. If I can't even get one good look out of it, forget it. So sadly, that one went back. But other than that, that was pretty much it. I did do a lot of shopping in December, and I did a lot of hauls, and I am going to do a separate video on that actually, and I'm going to let you know what went back and what I kept. I didn't really think that those items really were fails. They were just more a preference, so I didn't want to include them in this one. So if you're interested, stay tuned for that video because I will be posting that pretty soon as well. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope it was helpful for you, and if any of these things that maybe you might have been thinking about and want to give them a try or don't want to try now after hearing some of my experience with them. So anyway, if you did like it, please hit like, and I would love for you all to subscribe because I am going to be posting lots more videos on beauty, lifestyle, and I'm going to be targeting obviously to people in their 40s, but I'm open for everybody to join us. So again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you'll subscribe, and I can see you all again. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.